body is capable of performing many kinds of movement. Artists observe man's activities and reflect this activity in their art. For his ideas, the artist may turn to man at work. He may observe the vitality and energy of the athlete in action. The artist selects some point in the movement and freezes the action in order to render the subject. An element in art called line is used to draw the figure. The lines may be continuous, or the line may be broken. Bold outline is emphasized in Northwest Indian painting. Pen and ink lines over a colored background add detail and variety. In this painting by Picasso, lines of varied thickness are used. Lines scratched and pressed into soft clay form a human face. Line may be incised into hard stone, as in this Picasso sculpture. Another art element called dark and light is used to create the human figure. Attention can be directed to the lighter figures by their contrast with the darker background. Textures and patterns also help to define the human figure. The artist may work in stitchery. The artist may carve human figures in wood. Artists may work in mosaic. The sculptor Buffano combines different materials, such as polished stone, shiny metal, and mosaic. Artists use the human figure for a purpose. They attempt to capture human emotions, such as joy or ecstasy. The artist's work can also reflect sorrow or agony. Parts of the figure, such as the hands, can reveal emotions or other qualities. Not only the hands, but also the head can reveal human emotion. The artist may create a head that is well defined, or extremely decorative. Each is capable of expressing a different mood. Well-known people in history have been made familiar by the artist's rendering of them. El Cid, the Spanish hero. Joan of Arc, the French warrior and saint. Sometimes the human figure is used as a symbol of an inspiring idea, such as Rodin's The Thinker. The Statue of Liberty. Artists have given us many interpretations of angels. The human figure has not changed much throughout history, but the artist's rendering of it has. Primitive man represented the hunt and religious activities in their paintings. Early Assyrian artists created highly decorative figures in bas-relief. Egyptian sculptors carved figures in massive proportions to adorn their temples and tombs. These upright, rigid figures had their body weight evenly distributed on both feet, even though one foot was placed a bit forward. Greek and Roman sculptors originated a more natural, relaxed pose. Most of the body weight was placed on one leg. This hip-high, shoulder-low position came to be known as the classical form. The faces of Greek and Roman sculpture usually lacked any expression of emotion. The Romans, who copied the Greek form, frequently added garments with many tiny folds. During the Middle Ages, the figure was again related to the architecture of the period. Artists created rigid, column-like, clothed figures. In late medieval times, expression of human emotions appeared in sculpture such as the smiling angel. The Renaissance artist Michelangelo imitated the classical relaxed pose, but added a new vitality and vigor. The Renaissance face expressed human reaction. Renaissance costumes were elaborate. Everyday man became the subject in art. Fashions and portraits were recorded by the artists in a visual history of the time. Baroque and Rococo periods display figures in many different positions. Garments with numerous folds either clothe or surround these figures. Today, the human figure continues to be one of the most important subjects in art. The figure can be distorted or exaggerated by stretching or compressing the form. The figure can be very thin and long. The figure may be lacking in conventional details. It may have simple, smooth planes, or be highly decorative. It may have softly rounded contours without definition. The art of one culture can affect the style of an artist in another society. Primitive African masks influenced Picasso, a European painter, to distort the women's faces in his first Cubist painting. The human figure may be used in a humorous or absurd way. Contemporary artist-designers invent whimsical or amusing figures. Be aware of other human beings. Observe human activity around you as the artist does. The artist captures life when he recreates the human figure in universal themes, such as children's portraits. The variety of interpretations of mother and child. Rider on horseback. Farm workers. Entertainers. What ideas or themes can you express in art using the human figure?